Okay, here's another battle report. I'm trying out the Warriors of Chaos again, finally, versus Ogres. Sorry if the pictures are a little bit fuzzy. It was kind of dark out there. Go over my list really fast. I'm running mostly Slaanesh. I'm using 8 Chaos Ogres with great weapons, full command, 18 Warriors of Slaanesh with shield. In there I got a level 2 Sorcerer of Slaanesh, Chariot of Slaanesh, Dragon Ogre Shoggoth with additional hand weapon, another Chariot of Slaanesh, 18 more Warriors with shield of Slaanesh with the Battle Standard Bearer, and then 3 Dragon Ogres with great weapons, and on the right a Giant of Slaanesh. In the back I have my Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch using the Metal Lore on a War Shrine. Ogres. James is playing as Ogres. We got on the left a Stonehorn, 3 Lead Belchers, 9 Ogres with hand weapon and shield, 2 Thunder Tusks. I think it was 10 Iron Guts with a Butcher or Slaughtermaster. I think it was a level 3 Slaughtermaster, and the Battle Standard Bearer. He also had the Dragonhide banner in there. Up on the hill is his Iron Blaster, and on the right it's going to be 3 Mournfang. Chaos got the first turn, and we were just playing a straight up battle line scenario. On to turn 1. Turn 1 was pretty uneventful. Chaos moved forward. Forgot to mention off the screen, he had 4 Man-Eaters that had Scout. They scouted in the back left corner behind the Ogres. I just marched away from them this turn. I didn't figure they'd do much back there. Shifted my line over on the right to deal with his big units. I think the only spell I got off was the Giver of Glory from the War Shrine. Got a few basic buffs. I think my Battle Standard Bearer got +1 attack. My unit champion in the right unit of warriors got +1 weapon skill. And then I think I got a useless +1 initiative on my Sorcerer Lord. So nothing exciting. So on to Ogre's turn 1. Okay, Ogre's turn 1. Forgot to mention that he also had a second Slaughtermaster, level 4 of Death on the flying carpet. The model on the very right, right above the big die, is his Death Mage. So he moved up his 2 Saber Tusks to jam up my my warriors and my Dragon Ogres. Give me bad angles, so if I charge or an overrun, it wouldn't do me any good. His Man-Eaters marched forward. The Man-Eaters and the Lead Belchers combined to kill quite a few Ogres. Forgot, he made a ridiculously long charge with his Stonehorn into the Ogres, and that's it killed a lot of them, but I actually got 6 wounds through with the Ogres on the retaliatory strike. So they wiped him out. Wiped him out. So the deaths, he got off regeneration on his Iron Guts, and I think he soul blighted. An 18-inch bubble or 24-inch bubble to -1 strength and -1 toughness. That is a really good spell. So that was his turn 1. On to Chaos turn 2. Okay, Chaos turn 2. I did charge both of his Saber Tusks with my units. Easily won combat and just reformed to what I thought would be better. I didn't kill his right Saber Tusk. It broke. Oh no, the one that broke. Or he fled. I think he fled from one of them. I don't know. So he had one that just flees the rest of the game, but put me in bad positions. I hopped my Shaggoth over on the right to deal with the Mournfang. That's right, his Mournfang did charge my giant last turn. Couldn't see it behind the die, or behind the little fort. And the Mournfang easily just obliterated the giant. I did 1 wound with the Edbutt. This turn I turned my left unit of warriors to go deal with the man-eaters. I don't know if that was a good idea, but I thought my ogres could take off everything else. Yeah. Magic was useless this turn. I don't think I got a thing off, and everything just didn't work as it was supposed to. So a very uneventful turn for Chaos. I think my ogres tried to charge his lead belchers and failed the charge. So on to ogres turn 2. Okay, on the right, his Iron Guts and his big guys charged into my Dragon Ogres, easily wiped him out, and then he overran with the Mournfang, there we go, into the flank of my warrior unit. His big unit, or small unit of ogres charged into my chariot, did a couple of wounds. I killed off an ogre, and I held, so that was good. His lead belchers moved back to increase the charge distance for my ogres to get to him, shot and finished off an ogre. His man-eaters backed up for my warriors to keep them occupied, and I think they shot 1 warrior off the back. His Sabertusk didn't rally and fled a little bit, and that was it. His Death Mage is on the very bottom right of the thing. He flew down there to get out of the way. And then I believe, was it this turn? Yeah, I think this turn he cast Doom and Darkness on my Shaggoth. Yeah, he cast Doom and Darkness on the Shaggoth, which was over there on the right. Miscast, so it went off automatically. And he lost that spell and Purple Sun. And then his Iron Blaster finished him off. So, it was just in case type thing, whatever. Okay, yeah, on to Chaos turn 3. Alright, Chaos turn 3. I sent my Sorcerer Lord into the flank of his Mournfang. I tried to charge my warriors into his man-eaters on the left. They failed. I declared 2 charges, one with my ogres, one with my chariot on his lead belchers. The ogres failed the charge. The chariot made the charge. Killed 1 on the impact hits. Killed a second one on the attacks, and then they fled and was run down. I gave my Sorcerer Lord the Unholy Strike ability. I really like this on the Sorcerer Lord. And I gave him the +1 to hit sword. So he typically, except for against a real character, hitting on a 2, strength 8, die 3 wounds. So I think he took out one of the Mournfang by himself, or he failed and then the Shrine Bearers took him out, whatever. I ended up killing both of them in close combat. My Battle Standard Bearer with his great weapon killed off the other one. But he took a wound for his trouble. And my chariot held in the middle. I decided to maintain position, figuring his Iron Guts would come in. Hopefully my warriors can take him on. So on to Ogres turn 3. Okay. Yeah, his Death Mage jumped behind. I think he cast Soul Blight again. Rolled high enough that I wasn't able to stop it, which really hurt my chances for finishing things off in the middle. My chariot held again, and I actually made we traded a lot of wounds back and forth on the warrior in the Iron Gut combat, He won combat. I needed a 4 to stay in combat, and I rolled a 4 without the reroll. So stayed in there. His man-eaters charged my unit of warriors. I killed 2 of them right off. They weren't affected by the soul blight. It's a good thing, because if they were, I probably would have lost that combat too. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think his Iron Blaster misfired. He misfired 2 different times in this game and did this spin on his head. But that was it. So on to Chaos turn 4. Alright, Chaos turn 4. I pulled my War Shrine over to see if I could get a hold of his Death Mage. And I was expecting my my unit of warriors with Battlestander Bearer to hold one more turn on his Iron Guts. They ended up wiping me out to a man, so that was bad for me. But before that happened, I did my Chariot combat first. He lost combat again, but held around to the Battlestander Bearer reroll. So I don't have a lot of hope for that Chariot to hold there without the Battlestander Bearer nearby. Brought the Ogres around, and I brought the Chariot to set up for a rear charge on either combat. My thinking was if my warriors held 2 turns, unlikely, but then my Chariot could come in the rear and actually pull out some serious hurt. I really wanted the Chariot going in the rear of the Ogres, because I've seen one Chariot in the rear of Ogres just break them before. So the Man-Eater combat, I killed off 1 more Man-Eater, but since they're stubborn, they're just holding me up. And yeah, not looking good for Chaos at this point. On to Ogre turn 4. Okay, so Iron Guts charged the flank of my my Sorcerer Lord. There was no way I could have fled away, so I took it. He easily killed him and overran right in front of the building. The Ogres easily beat my Chariot in combat and broke, but he wasn't able to run him down. Dang, stupid Death Mage soul blighted everyone again. Reduced my strength on my warriors fighting the Man-Eaters. I only did 1 wound, and he did a ton. I lost combat but held, so that was good. Although it was a very good turn for the Ogres. I think his Iron Blaster, I think this was the second time he misfired. He was trying to shoot at the... Oh no, he grape shotted my Chariot in the back and did a couple of wounds. So yeah, on to Chaos turn 5. Alright, Chaos turn 5. I declared a charge with my Chariot at the rear of his Ogres. Failed the charge. I rolled like 2 twos, and so I didn't move very far at all. Brought my Ogres around to maybe engage with them in the next turn. Rallied my other Chariot. Finished off the Man-Eater by casting Hysterical Frenzy on my own unit, and then turned to reform facing inside. I also cast, I was using the Slaanesh spells, so I had the level 1 die 6 random movement. So I cast that on his Death Mage to keep him kind of pinned where he was, so maybe I could get into him. Yeah, that was pretty much it for Chaos turn 5. Okay, his Iron Guts went into the building, just 'cause. Nothing better to do with him. His Ogres declared a charge on my Chariot. I fled, but I didn't flee far enough, and he ran him down. I was really hoping he'd fail so that my Chariot would have a chance to charge him in the back. I think I tried a long charge at his Death Mage with my other warrior unit. Didn't even get close. Horrible charge distance. This might be at the end of his... Oh yeah, this is his turn. So his Iron Blaster fired at the flank of my Ogres, and went through 3 of them and killed 3 of them. So that was devastating. All in all, not looking good for the Chaos. On to the next turn. Chaos turn 6. This is where my Warriors did a horrible charge against his Death Mage. It was the only thing I could really do. And then the Chariot also tried to charge his Death Mage, but again, couldn't roll the high distance. I moved my Ogre around, trying to separate him so his Iron Blast could only take out 1. Yeah, that was pretty much it for Chaos turn 6. Final turn. Alright, this is a picture of the final turn. Sorry, a little blurry there. Iron Blaster took out my last Ogre, get the most points. He easily won this game. I only had my level 2 Sorcerer, 1 Chariot, and the 18-man Warrior left, and he had his 2 big blocks of Ogres and his Death Mage and his Iron Blaster. So, an easy win for Ogres on that one. So, thanks for listening, and I got one more game that happened today, so please stay tuned for that.